trying this shit live. Let's see. What is up? Alexa, play some music. All right. Let's put some music on here. How do we start getting people on here? How do we start getting views? I should be free around 2 o'clock. Okay. How do you get people on here? How do you get people on here? Mm-hmm.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Okay, let's see. What up, Carlo?
So,
yeah, dude. Sorry you couldn't make
Recording in
it. Sorry you
progress.
couldn't make it to that thing.
you're fine. I knew you would record it.
Yeah, it was a. I mean, it's okay. You know, there was some good stuff. I think overall the biggest takeaway is I need to create some videos on how we pull together that list for foreclosures, not foreclosures, probates and evictions. Okay.
Okay,
So
all good.
I'm gonna put together that video, and it'll just become one of those things where we start targeting those things. I just wanted to kind of call you in and see what Val has been looking at so far, and if you were able to kind of go through your own kind of records and kind of go through like that list we talked about earlier.
Well, that has been okay. Well, he's been sending leads so far, but there actually were some leads that I wanted to talk to him about. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there were some leads that I wanted to talk to him about that I think he shouldn't have sent in. So I'm gonna have to talk to him tomorrow about those.
Okay.
But so far he's been doing fine. For me, to be honest, man, Smarter Contact has been so freaking busy. We've been receiving texts left and right. Like, I look at it, after a few minutes, we've received so much texts. Like,
Is that a good thing?
So, I think it is. We've been receiving, different types of texts. How
Okay.
will you receive? Well, thing is, we've gotten people who are quote unquote, they like, how should I say it? Like the price that they gave is like twice the Zillow price. So I didn't really send them in.
Yeah, no. I think what we need to do for those people is just kind of keep them again in more of a not interested, right?
Yeah.
And we'll just keep pushing them out.
Yeah, but I think the number of replies we're getting, I think it's a good thing. Like,
Okay.
I think the campaign we put is good.
I think at least it'll give us an opportunity to look at the ones that are wrong numbers also, right?
Right.
Wrong numbers and correct numbers, and maybe people that still have the houses. I mean, it's part of the marketing, baby. Let's just keep on doing our thing, dude. Yeah, if you have any suggestions and shit on what we can do better, let me know. But I will start pulling some of these. I'm trying to get better at understanding exactly how which records to pull from the county, and how to pull those also, because that's kind of tough.
Have you checked the website that I sent? The website on the sheet that I sent you? Or
Yeah.
The instructions I sent? Yeah, there are different types of motivations we get both of them. I believe so.
Yeah. The only thing is like trying to track which property we actually want to look at, because a lot of the ones that are showing up are like the big $500,000 ones, right? And those are cool and everything, but again, if they're kind of be a waste of time, then we don't really want to do that, so.
Right. So there is two things actually that I wanted to leave you with before I close out the day.
Yeah.
So one is the one I told you about earlier. My previous colleague that was going to send some leads over. He should be sending them. If not tonight, he should be sending them tomorrow.
Okay.
So once I have them, I'll let you know. And so I would need help from you to create like a checklist that I would need accomplished in the day.
Yeah.
So that
yeah, because you feel like you're all over the place right now, huh?
Yeah, as of right now, yes. Yeah. Like I don't know which things to prioritize. So yeah. But once we dial them down into like what I said, a checklist, I should be good to go.
Yeah, dude, trust me. No, I feel the same way. It's hard because of the way that we look at the data is a lot different, right? So I'm trying to prioritize the tier 1 data like we talked about.
Right.
But it's really hard because of the same thing, like how do I target that just by itself, yeah.
Yeah. So what I plan to do, like first thing tomorrow, when I start at 6, is I will be doing the skid traces, from top to bottom.
Okay.
According to filters. Then that's basically where I'm lost already.
Yeah. So okay, let's we can create a list of things that you need to do, right? And actually I can put together that list for you, dude, because again, it's not your responsibility to keep track of like the stuff that we need to get done. So I can put together that list for you, so you can kind of get an idea of like, okay, every morning this is what I want, this is what I need to do, and this is what's expected, and this is what I need to check. So, yeah.
Yeah, one more thing, so sorry.
Yeah.
So as of right now, I log in at 6. Do you need me to log in like earlier or later?
Well, what are you doing between the hours of 6 and 9? I guess is my question. It's 3 hours.
So before, when we were still doing the previous stuff, before I would pull data, add them over to the SIP, make sure we have contacts to call and all that before everyone logs in. And right now, there was like a span of 2 weeks where I was like blank on those times.
Right.
And right now, since we're currently like moving into new things, I'm slowly getting more and more back into my schedule, right? So right now, making sure everybody has like sufficient data to work with, and checking stats and all that. But in order for me to like say I am productive, of course,
Yeah.
when we have that checklist done, I should be starting on working on that. But
Okay.
with that being said, like,
Well, so here's what I think would be a better use of our time whenever you are in the idle hours. Okay. And we can kind of go over right now. Let's see. I'm gonna open up my shit over here. Okay. Yeah, dude, because I want to make sure that we're, that you're being successful, and like you can do a lot of this stuff before anybody wakes up. So, like, one thing that we talked about was like, okay, first of week, so Monday, for example, that day could be a day that you pull all of the new probate leads from county, and this could be done once a week, every week, right? This could also be add all new deal machine leads to REI SIFT. Okay, so these could be the things that we do on a weekly basis every week, right? So that we were keeping up every week with the new stuff that gets added. Now this is going to take a long time sometimes, especially the first time with this, right? And that could be just a Monday thing, The other thing, also what you have on there right now, is this reoccurring tasks.
Yep.
Which you probably saw right now what that looks like. Oh, come on. Okay, we have check the skipped.
Yep.
Okay, so we have that one. You know what this means, right? Check 2 times skipped, no numbers.
Yeah.
Add to direct mail, attempt 1. The other one is this one, check 1 time, no skip, which this one, I mean, again, it could be just a Monday thing that you do, right? You do this, do this, do this, do this, okay. Now for the day-to-day stuff, right? Day-to-day. From 6 to 9 a.m. or 6 to 8 because we have our call at, at 8. You can do something where it's more of the background stuff, right, that we always talk about. One of the other things too that we probably need to add on here is we could either do this like once a month or like however
So we
you can.
only do number registrations once a month.
Yeah.
So we used to do it twice a month.
Okay.
Or we currently do it twice a month.
I think once a month would be good, no?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Last we did it was the 30th.
Okay. So 6 to 8, what that should look like for you is well, pretty much keeping up with the cleaning, the smarter contact, right? And then the other one would be, I mean, setting up really the campaigns for Val and Wagner, like that could be a thing too, because
Yeah.
even though we have Wagner, who's just lead management, which I think is fine, but I feel like there might be other things that we can do, like even with Val, I don't know, sometimes it's really hard for me to think about, like, because if we're gonna go into more of the niche stuff, that's what I'm trying to do right here is so be able to come in here and everybody has like their own folder of things they need to do, right? One of them is for the probates, which we talked about. One of them is for the driving for dollars, which we talked about. Now,
You also mentioned earlier this morning about the daily step traces, right? Because I think checking smarter contact is something that I need to do the whole day.
yeah,
Right? Like checking it while doing things.
right.
So I don't really think putting it into a 6 to 8 schedule is, or putting it into the 6 to 8 time span is a thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like what I'm saying is it should be a given, right?
Yeah, I mean it is. It should be. But I'm just trying to add to kind of like what you're saying is needed as a day-to-day situation.
I think the daily skip traces is a good thing to do in the morning.
This one's?
One second. Let me go to.
See, because here's where I'm getting stuck at too, dude. Is like, okay, so now what? Now from 8 to 9 a.m. we have our training. One of the things you could put on here is update KPI report for our meeting. And the KPI report, again, we need to have everybody start tracking their own KPIs, right?
Yes, we did mention that.
So we need to get that thing on there as soon as possible. Fuck. Okay, and then what else? We got cleaning smarter contact, update KPI report for our meeting, setting up campaigns for Val. I mean, really, that's it. And then 8 to 9 would be our training, you know. And then rest of the day. Here's where it starts getting tricky, right? It's like what should be an expected thing that is generating revenue.
You know what? Before, I actually don't pull probates only on Mondays. I used to do that every day. If you remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember. But see, here's the thing. We're gonna have probate leads, yes. But then, like, it's gonna take you a few weeks to catch all of that, clean it, all that up, right? But then after a while, like it's gonna be one new lead maybe every other week, you know. Um, I like where your head's at though, but
But if we get like what we were heading to before, right? Like let's go back to like our Friday meeting, right? Which I think was a good start today. We got back into like the probate stuff, but you did mention that one goal that you had for me is to try and look for other lead sources, right?
yeah,
In different places where we could look for leads, right? And when we get more of those sources, that's the I'm actually seeing myself getting a little bit more busy the more we find more sources, right?
yeah. The other thing that I was thinking too was like, okay, so if we get, because once we get those sources, right? But ideally, it's gonna be the county, and the county is gonna always be the county.
Right.
The only other thing after that is like, how do we then clean that data up so that it's marketable, right? And so then who's gonna market to that data
Right.
once we get it in the system? Okay, and then it's now that we can't find those initial people, you could be the person that then rest of the day cleans up um prospecting leads for future follow-up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
So like I can show you and teach you how to use some different softwares to pull these leads, right, and clean them up for prospecting, so that we can then retarget them, and somebody else then calls them up. So like ideally, like for you to be the king of data, right, of learning where to find these people, these data mining, and this could take you all day. Like this in combination with smarter contact, right? That alone will that'll fuck you up for the day, dude. Yeah, I swear. I mean, if before you get to the training, these things get done, right? You cleaned up the smarter contact from the day prior. You updated KPI. You have a KPI report of whatever. And then you've set up the leads for Val and kind of left everything ready to go. We do our training, and then the rest of the day you're just kind of like cleaning the data, right? You're constantly cleaning everything up. That'll give us enough things to do, dude. Because then I can show you how we can put that together into a process for everybody to be able to knock stuff out. Ideally, bro, like if we think about it, like we want to be departments where you are in the data. Val and Wagner are calling these leads, creating the momentum and opportunities, and I'm closing deals and selling deals, right? And so if we can get these two guys to really like understand what it is that we're trying to do, and we give them these leads to that they call them every morning, and obviously do their follow-ups.
It'll be a machine.
Yeah, it'll be a fucking machine, because now, and I'm a little hesitant to go this route because we're jumping a lot of different steps, right? That means that Wagner would go back to cold calling, right? But cold calling all the way to setting the appointment for the offer. So he's prospecting, he's calling these leads that are a lot more tier 1, right? And Val is calling the same leads, but now we have to teach him how to do the lead management script so that if he gets to the point where he can push that all the way through to an appointment set, we can give Val the still the high, the tier 2 and tier 3 data, right? To where now Val is capable of setting up the appointment. So now we skipped the entire cold marketing phase, right? And you are seeing the data from what these two guys are generating, and as soon as they hit it to prospecting on the status because they can't find them, you're in there, you look at it, you clean it up, you send it back to them. Here it is, get to work, and then they hit it again.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It does make a lot more sense now. Yes.
It's because it's all in my fucking head, dude, and I just need to put it all on paper. It's just too much going on right now that I'm like all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to help you as how as I can. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Well, I mean, that's all we can do, right? It's just continue going with it. But I do think we have good opportunities. So does this work for you so far? Like, does this seem like it's something doable?
Yeah, it looks good actually. Looks a lot good, a lot better than It looks good, basically. Can you send me the link for that?
Yeah, dude, I'll send it over to you. And obviously, once we start like kind of like getting more into the flow of things, and we start making more headway on different ways to market these people, like at some point, I'm gonna ask you to tag leads for direct mail.
Right. Okay.
Every day, so that we can build a direct mail marketing source now that we can send marketing to them. Once we've called them 3 times, texted them once, now it's the marketing piece, right? So, but we'll get there soon. Yeah, let me send this over to you. Right now the only thing I need to continue building out are those fucking filters, so everybody knows what they need to do, And so I think that's what we need to do is just give Val all of the tier 3 stuff, so that he comes in. He can also be inside the SIFT, and he comes in and he sees what he needs to do that day. Knock that out. Go to the next one. Knock that out. Keep going and going and going.
Good.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, bro. Well, yeah, we'll keep working on it. I'll keep you posted.
All good. Let me know if there are things you need me to work on before I close out the day as well. But yeah.
Maybe just did you see that KPI thing that I sent you?
KPI thing that you sent me.
Yeah.
Sent me. When did you send it?
Last week. Let me see. Yeah, right here. I feel like this is what we need to put together so that we can start tracking the KPIs. Let me send it over to you. This is the only way that we're gonna keep moving forward, dude. So we just need to continue putting our best foot forward. All right.
Okay, I see it. So
If you want to read through that, like whenever you clock off or when, just kind of let me know tomorrow how we can implement and put that
Okay, yeah.
put that into practice tomorrow. I'm gonna take a look at it overnight too, and we can both be ready for the morning.
Okay, yeah,
All right.
sure.
All right, homie.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Sounds good, dude. Good stuff today. Bye.
Awesome. Bye.
What is this, dude? That's all this about. I'm trying to see. Okay, we can. You know, what would be good is if I were here and I did my absentee yes. So none there. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So questions I have are Filters. Four. Burner for oven. Animations. I also need to know two day to day. Tier data management. Prospecting. I do it just Let's make these fucking filters. Since we don't have them done the right way. Okay.